Not caught, not a thief, so the writer Dmitry Gluchovsky signed his photo on the social network. The Basmanny court of Moscow sentenced the popular Russian author of dystopias and adventure novels in absentia to 8 years in a general regime colony under a criminal article about fakes. The reason was this post on social media.
Because of the war with Ukraine, Russia finds itself isolated from Western civilization, from its technologies and culture, information and markets, science and finance. It is also a war against all those in Russia who wanted development for our country, who wished it to become a normal state in a single modern world, who cherished some dreams about the future. First of all, against the young, they are locked in Putin's timelessness. Dmitry Gluchovsky, Russian writer, on Telegram.
The Leninsky District Court of Yekaterinburg fined the local society memorial 300,000 rubles for anti-war treatment. The reason for the administrative case was the publication "Do not go to the army" posted on the agency's website. This is the second fine imposed on the Yekaterinburg memorial in the case of the so-called discredit of the Russian army. In terms of popularity, only fakes about the Russian army compete with this article. At the moment, the longest term imposed in cases of fake is 9 years in prison. Blogger Veronika Belocerkovskaya, who became one of the first defendants under this article, was sentenced to this term in absentia. Recently, the Sovietsky District Court of the Kaliningrad region did not release a 64-year-old cancer patient convicted in the case of fakes to his mother's funeral. Igor Baryshnikov was sentenced to 7.5 years in a penal colony in June because of his social media posts about Russia's war against Ukraine.
When Igor was being tried, I said during the process that the court would kill 2 people at once with its verdict. Igor was the sole guardian of his 97-year-old mother. She had dementia, she was almost always unconscious lately, and now when he was convicted and sent to a pretrial detention center, his mother talked to him all the time. She had such a phone that was not working, and she spoke on it. "Igor, son, are you feeling bad?" Apparently the mother's head felt. Maria Bunster, Russian lawyer, from the material of Several Realities.
Under the article, treason cases in the Federation are initiated daily. A year ago, a warden appeared in the law, going over to the side of the enemy. People are arrested at the exit from Russia, at airports.
A person crosses the border, flies somewhere, they take away his phone, force him to unblock it, persuade. Force is not used, they say. Open the phone, otherwise you will miss the flight. A person opens the phone, and there they find some subscriptions to all sorts of anti-war Telegram channels, and this is used as evidence that the person wanted to leave.
Any person can be sentenced, and there is always a reason.
Discrediting fakes about the armed forces are 2 different articles of the criminal code, treason, and there is also a new article that was adopted by the deputates. This is the confidential cooperation with foreigners who are prior employees of foreign special services. Just a few days ago, a new law was adopted that criminalizes interaction with any international organizations that are not registered on the territory of the Russian Federation and have not submitted applications to the Ministry of Justice.
According to the publication Holod, in 2023 more criminal cases of treason may be initiated in Russia than in the previous 20 years. Journalists have calculated that only from January to July 2023, 82 cases were initiated in the Russian Federation under the article on high treason. Last year there were 20 of them. Reported by Sergei Kulas, Victoria Smirnova, UATV News.